Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? It's a pretty cool theory. The simplest way of describing it is, every action you take can cause a tremendous change in an outcome of reality. You've actually seen this effect in some movies and other games, like one in particular with this big purple guy here.
You should have gone for the head.
Think of it as the simplest of actions can change the timeline we live in, like a multi-universe effect in a superhero movie, where there are tons of possibilities out there of how the story can turn out. Well, that's what Heavy Rain is like, with the butterfly effect. I want to go ahead and say, do not worry, no major story spoilers will be given during this video.
That's a relief.
Let me start out by saying, hello, I'm Hoodie, welcome. Heavy Rain was a game I've been waiting a very long time to play. In fact, this game has been out for 12 years now. It was one of those games for the longest time a PlayStation exclusive. So when I stumbled across it on Steam, I knew I had to jump on it.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Our story begins with Ethan Mars, a family man, an architect. Life was good until tragedy strikes, turning Ethan's life upside down. The game was a slow start till this point, then it begins to pick up momentum as we are introduced to a few other characters that enter the mix, where you begin to play as these different characters, bringing on different perspectives on how the story can play out. The story is a murder mystery with thriller-filled moments and suspense throughout. It's all about the origami killer, a killer who uses the heavy amounts of rainfall to drown their victims. The origami killer then moves the bodies to certain locations, leaving an origami piece behind with every one of the victims.
Creepy.
As the story progresses, time is not on your side, as you only have so much time before the origami killer strikes again, taking their next victim. You have to figure out the clues and stop the killer before time is up. Let me tell you this game is both frustrating and entertaining. Let me explain. It's entertaining on the aspect of the story is quite good, keeping you drawn in, playing out in a chapter style, switching from the 4 characters in our story, where some even intertwine on their involvements with one another. Where that butterfly effect comes to play, like I mentioned in the beginning, is where you take control of the characters. Everything plays a factor with how the story progresses. This is where the frustrating part ties in as well.
Here it comes.
Like I said, you control the characters, and every movement and choice can make the biggest difference of what the outcome will be. With that being said, the controls can be frustrating as ever, being very awkward at times. For instance, I wanted to go this way. With the camera angle not being able to make up its mind, my character would do the exact opposite. Or in a crucial moment, for instance, performing certain combo button presses or movements with the mouse, you do it correctly, but the game wouldn't register it correctly, and it would ruin the action, requiring you to do it again or simply move on, giving you an outcome you didn't want, and sometimes that could be very crucial.
This isn't what I wanted.
Overall, I did enjoy playing this game. It did have moments of stuttering where I thought the game froze or crashed, but it would recover. The story was enough to keep me playing, even though the mechanics of moving and how it just generally plays was pissing me off at times. Apparently, there is a total of 17 possible endings for this game. I'm curious on how the other endings look, so I may give this one another go sometime in the future. The graphics aren't the best, of course, but taking into consideration, this game did come out back in 2010.
But it could be worse.
Let me know in the comments section, have you played Heavy Rain before? Or would you be interested in playing it? Anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. If you got this far, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate your time. Please drop a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and as always, make sure to take care of yourself, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.